Welcome back to Sports Central, everybody. Neal Duncan alongside Al Snow. And Al, this first segment brought to us by the Florida Department of Citrus. But we got a great show lined up.
Absolutely. A lot of things going on. Hopefully everybody's got their Thanksgiving, Black Friday shopping done and is over the little turkey hangover and ready for a good show.
Well, I'm not done shopping, and I'm definitely not over the turkey hangover, but some great holiday events we're going to talk about at Bok Tower Gardens, and we're going to welcome Brian Ososky to the show. And Brian, what's going on at Bok Tower Gardens? And first of all, how was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. I'm still stuffed. I hope the camera puts on a few pounds. I hope nobody sees that. But, no, a lot of things going on at Bok Tower Gardens this time of year. You know, we're heading into our 85th anniversary. The gardens were dedicated in February of 1929. 85 years, huh? And as part of that, you know, over the years, there's been a lot of stories that people have told us about the gardens. So one of the things we're doing to celebrate our 85th anniversary, we're trying to collect some of those stories. And we have a website called boklegacy.org. So, you know, people tell us, hey, are the squirrels still as friendly as they used to be? And, you know, I've been to some great weddings at the gardens and things. So we thought it would be about time to start collecting some stories and share them with, you know, the community. But also, 85th anniversary, it's Christmas. Christmas 2013, and what's been a tradition for, this will be the 19th year, is the holiday home tour at Pinewood Estate. Pinewood is our 20-room Mediterranean-style mansion that's on property, and it was built in 1932. The gardens acquired it in 1970, but every year for the last, this will be the 19th year, businesses from the community, designers, volunteers have come together to decorate the estate every year with a different theme. And this year's theme is celebrating traditions.
Which makes sense with the 85th.
Ties right back.
Tell us a little bit about what goes into creating that, and it's magnificent. If people haven't been out there, Pinewood at Christmas and Bok Tower at any time, but it is fantastic. But what can they see when they go out there to Christmas at Pinewood?
Well, when you first arrive on property, we have these huge poinsettia displays in and around the visitor center, big Christmas trees everywhere, and there's Christmas music from around the world that Geert de Hollander, our new carolineur, will be playing on the Singing Tower Carillon. So before you even get to the estate, you're sort of already immersed in the spirit of Christmas. But at Pinewood, you know, not too long after the prior year's house closes, we're already thinking, okay, what are we going to do next year?
Right.
Because every year we want it to be different. It keeps people coming back. And it's never the same, you know, different themes every year. So about 3-4 months before it opens, designers submit, well, we secure businesses and community sponsors of the estate. And then designers submit their design plans based on the theme that we have put out there. Again, with this year, it's celebrating traditions. So I just got to tour the estate, because it's opening, you know, just open. And it's really an understated elegance this year. It's authentic. It's handmade. A lot of thought went into each of these rooms and each of the common areas that are in the estate. It shows how people traditionally would celebrate the holidays, and sometimes it's a take on the history of the house, families that have lived there in the past, and sometimes the designers have brought some of their own family Christmas traditions into the design. So I think it's a real treat. It'll be a real treat for everybody.
That's, you know, the really good thing is the, you know, kind of over commercialization of, you know, this time of year, and the obviously hot buttons right now are about, you know, stores being open on Thanksgiving and getting away from family traditions. So it's good that that the Pinewood Estate is kind of keeping to those traditions, and not only for the adults, but there's also for the kids. There's something neat to do while they're at Pinewood.
Yeah, in the past we've had kids hunt for different ornaments or decorations in every room, and this year Buddy the Elf will be hidden in every single room. So when the kids get there and the parents are just in awe of all the you know, the decorations, kids, you know, the younger kids, they won't find it boring because they actually have a mission. They can go through and try to find the hidden Buddy the Elf in every single room of the estate. It's just you know, something a little fun that we've added this year to it.
Well, let's talk about Sunset Symphony. Of course, anytime you hear music out there at Bok Tower Gardens, it's very calming and soothing. And tell us a little bit about this event and what you guys are going to do with it.
Sunset and Symphony is Saturday, December 7th. We have a long-standing sort of partnership with the Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra. This year's concert will be the 12th time that the OPO has come out to perform on the Garden's Great Lawn, which is, right below the tower there. Mm-hmm. And in the past, it's been a November event. And, they've played all different sorts of symphonic classical music out there, and guests really love it. But again, going back to the 85th anniversary, we wanted to shake things up this year and do something a little different. We moved it from November to December 7th, and so now we have the holiday edition of Sunset and Symphony.
So a new twist to it.
New twist, and Orlando Philharmonic will be out there with some guest vocalists and be performing, Christmas music that everybody knows. Nutcracker Suite, Sleigh Ride, Carol of the Bells, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and all sorts of things that you can connect with for the holidays and sing along to. And it's all about traditions and family spending time together. So we've got the Orlando Philharmonic performing, and then Geert de Hollander playing on the Singing Tower Carillon. So it's going to be a fun night.
Well, and what are some things that, as far as the Sunset and Symphony, what else can families do while they're there and kind of make that a special night for themselves and the entire family?
Well, with a Sunset and Symphony ticket, they can actually make a full day of it at the Gardens, because the ticket to the concert includes all-day Gardens admission. So I have a feeling Pinewood is going to be pretty busy that day, but it will be open until 6 o'clock. At 4:30, there is an instrument petting zoo, so parents and kids can go meet the musicians, interact with some of the instruments, try their hand at playing a violin or whatever it is that they might want to try out. We generally have some entertainment before the Orlando Philharmonic begins. Usually starts around 4:30 again, and then the concert starts at 6. But one of the traditions, I keep using that word a lot, but one of the traditions that's come out of this,
when you've been open for 85 years,
I know.
tradition rings loud.
If you can help me come up with a different word.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
One of the traditions that's come out of this concert is that people make an entire evening out of it by bringing these extravagant picnics. Mm-hmm. We encourage it. Box lunches and whatnot are available for sale at the cafe, and but a lot of people bring their own food. And so because so many people picnicked, we decided to have a little fun with it. So we encourage people and we promote it to people. Hey, bring your picnics, and we actually have a picnic contest.
Really?
Yeah. And so this year it'll be the best holiday-themed picnic, the best overall, and I think one of them's like the most extravagant or something like that. And I mean to tell you, when you walk around the Great Lawn and you see people, picnicking, you'd never imagine the sorts of things, how creative people can be. I mean, they bring candelabras and they bring tables and linens and china, and I mean, you're out here on the Great Lawn listening to the symphony, which is cool. But everybody really sort of embraces the idea and has a lot of fun with it. And then we have judges that walk around, and then we give prizes around 5:30 before the concert starts for the best picnics. So it's a lot of fun too.
All right. Well, we've had a lot of information. Let's back up to make sure we try to get this all straight. The Christmas at Pinewood runs till January 5th?
Open every day through January 5th, including Christmas Day.
And then that is a separate ticket from the general admission. Is that correct?
It is. It would be a combo admission ticket.
Okay.
So generally, when you come just to go to the Gardens, it's $12. And for a regular Pinewood tour is usually $6, making it $18. Okay. Christmas at Pinewood is $20 ticket
Very
for
affordable.
adults. Very affordable. Yep.
Okay.
You can spend the whole day.
And then the concert, tell us what's the ticketing price on the concert?
That's great too. It's simple. It's $20. Our prior ticket price was $25, and again, we decided to encourage more families to come out together to spend time with us. We decided to drop the ticket price and make it more affordable. So $20 for adults for that, and a little less for children.
And they're doing, I read too a little bit that they're doing something different at Pinewood now. You'll have some refreshments and the ability to grab a bite to eat right by Pinewood as part of the holiday celebration.
I'm glad you brought that up, Al, because every year we do one sort of night Pinewood tour in conjunction with one of Geert's Moonlight concerts. And we'd served cookies and cocoa at Pinewood, as part of that. And it went over so well that we thought, well, next year we're going to move part of our cafe operations out to Pinewood. It's a new outdoor seating area adjacent to this estate called Pinewood Place. It's not for full meals, it's just for drinks and snacks, but it's a pretty impressive list. Beer, wine, cookies, biscotti, cocoa, chips, hot apple cider, hot tea. So there's a lot of things that you can enjoy there, because Pinewood's on one side of the property and the cafe is on the other, and so we're going to have so many people going to the estate. We thought, hey, let's bring some refreshments to them. So that's kind of a neat thing.
Well, certainly, and as we're here sitting after Thanksgiving, if you need to walk off some of that turkey dinner, go out to Bok Tower Gardens. But how can people get more information, not only about these events, but what else is going on there at Bok Tower Gardens, ticketing, all that? How do they get to that?
Easiest way is to go to our website. Okay. Everything is right there. It's at boktowergardens.org. We've got information about holiday home tour at Pinewood Estate, the Sunset and Symphony concert. We have decorating workshops. On select Tuesdays in December, we'll have some Model A's on display at Pinewood. There's information about Christmas Day and the Carillon concerts and winter walking tours and all sorts of things. And of course, tickets. boktowergardens.org.
All right. Well, Brian, thank you so much for coming out. We look forward to all these exciting events and then events all year long there at Bok Tower Gardens. We are truly blessed to have that in Polk County.
Thanks for having me. 85th anniversary year is going to be a busy one. So
absolutely. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Brian.